Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the Future Enterprise Awards for 2020. My name is Laura Buckwell. It's an absolute pleasure to be your MC for today's event. The Future Enterprise Awards is the flagship award ceremony in the IT industry here in the Middle East. And we will celebrate the business enterprises and individuals that have demonstrated tremendous leadership and pioneered innovation within the IT sector over the last 12 months. To give us a better understanding and overview of the outstanding achievements of these IT leaders over the last 12 months, I'd now like to invite Mark Forker, the editor of CNME and tahwiltech.com, to tell us more.
Technology is continuing to play a key role in every aspect of our lives, and the circumstances that have unfolded in 2020 has only served to further illustrate and reinforce our dependency on technology. We are now living in an on-demand digital economy where we can perform essential everyday tasks through applications on our smartphone devices. The advancements that have been made in technology is a fundamental reason why we've been able to maintain business continuity and adapt to the changes and challenges we were forced to embrace this year. The Future Enterprise Awards 2020 is an opportunity to showcase and celebrate the enterprises, government entities and individuals that have championed, pioneered and developed groundbreaking innovations, technologies and solutions within the IT ecosystem across the entire Gulf region. As a technology journalist, I have been extremely fortunate to have been afforded the opportunity to witness firsthand the incredible innovation that has been cultivated here in the UAE and beyond. The UAE is a beacon of technological progress and continues to pursue ambitious programs that are specifically designed to enhance and improve the lives of all its residents and citizens in the country. The objectives of the UAE leadership is underpinned by the IT industry, and as we look ahead to the next digital decade, we will continue to rely on their expertise, knowledge and experience to forge our future path. We will emerge stronger from the unprecedented challenges we have faced in 2020, and as technology continues to evolve, we can look forward to a much brighter and exciting future. Revolutionary technologies such as 5G, IoT and big data analytics are expected to mature in 2021, and that will trigger even more entrepreneurship, innovation and growth across all key industry verticals such as education and healthcare. Today we will celebrate those who have demonstrated remarkable vision and foresight, and we will also have a panel discussion which will take a closer look at the technologies that will fuel further innovation in 2021. GITEX Technology Week is the flagship event in the IT calendar in the Middle East region, and although it will be very much a hybrid event this year, it still promises to be a fantastic week. I'd like to wish you all a very safe and successful GITEX. I'll now hand you back over to Laura to kickstart today's Future Enterprise Awards.
Well, thank you very much for that, Mark. We now have a speech from our gold partner, Huawei.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to you all. This year has been extraordinary, not only due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, but because of the massive reformation of different industries. As more governments and enterprises embrace intelligent infrastructure and go digital, the region's ICT sector has incredible potential for growth in multiple areas such as telecommunication, enterprise transformation, cloud, and AI applications. The shift to a new paradigm of industrial digital transformation is urgently required to enable the development of our future intelligent society. In particular, we believe the tremendous potential of digital transformation is to be unleashed on the basis of synergy across 5 tech domains, in which connectivity, cloud, AI, computing, and applications develop in ways never seen before. Importantly, scenario-specific solutions must be applied in order to drive this paradigm shift across all industry verticals. This will lead to gains for enterprises and economies, creating new value, boosting business expansion, and creating more efficiency. Governments will also benefit. Digitally enabled industries will contribute towards the growth of domestic industrial output, as well as providing benefits to constituents and improving overall governance. Looking ahead, Huawei has the responsibility and confidence to work with its partners to help them improve their competitiveness and achieve business success. Open discussions amongst the ICT ecosystem are more important during COVID-19 times. Our dialogue is essential to supporting various industries to achieve recovery, stability, and spur overall social economic development. However, meeting the future social economic demands will require new forms of public-private partnerships based on open collaboration, supporting strong industry policies that will enable social value and economic development and provide enhanced service experiences to consumers across the region. We all need to work together to humanize technology, demonstrate innovative collaboration, and develop business models to expand ecosystem, and more importantly, never be distracted away from that goal. For its part, Huawei is committed to working with its partners throughout the region to bring digital to every person, home, and organization for a fully connected, intelligent world. We invite all organizations to be part of that journey and commend those here today who have made outstanding achievements in digital transformation. As I conclude, I would like to thank you for your participation and wish you a fruitful event ahead. Stay safe, stay connected. Thank you.
It's now time for us to kickstart the Future Enterprise Awards for 2020. And our first category is Best Technology Implementation in Education. Education is a sector that has witnessed huge change and disruption over the last year, as educators and students transitioned from learning within the compounds of a physical classroom to remote learning. The decision by this academic institution to integrate technology into its curriculum long before the pandemic struck is why the winner of the Best Technology Implementation in Education goes to Higher Colleges of Technology. The UAE government has once again displayed remarkable leadership, and the winner of our next award has developed a reputation for developing new innovations and solutions and integrating them into our daily operations in an effort to keep all of us better protected and safe. The winner of the Best Technology Implementation in Government goes to Dubai Police. Well, a huge congratulations once again there to Dubai Police. Well, the way we think about healthcare has been completely revolutionized due to the emergence of disruptive technologies, and the ability by our next winner to leverage these new technologies has enabled them to enhance the services it provides for its patients. The winner of the Best Technology Implementation in Healthcare goes to American Hospital, Dubai. A huge congratulations once again to American Hospital, Dubai. We now live in an on-demand economy, which essentially means we can book a cab, order food, and shop online from the comfort of our homes by simply clicking on an application on our smartphones. The retail sector has been forced to embrace e-commerce and deal with the evolving demands of consumers. Well, our next winner has helped retailers make this transition a seamless one. The winner of the Best Technology Implementation in Retail goes to it's Aramex. Well done once again to Best Implementation in Retail, Aramex, our 2020 winner there. Well, one of the key technologies that maintain business continuity and is going to underpin innovation over the next decade is cloud technology. Cloud is key, and more enterprises are utilizing the capabilities of the cloud to manage costs and better protect their data. The winner of our next award has shown tremendous innovation in this space and has positioned itself to be a leader in cloud technology. The winner of the Cloud Vendor of the Year goes to CommScope. Well done to our 2020 winner for Cloud Vendor of the Year. Well, there has been a huge acceleration in digital transformation across the Middle East region over the last year. Enterprises had to embrace change to meet the demands of the digital economy. However, digital transformation is not without its complexities, but our next winner leveraged its expertise, knowledge, and know-how to help companies successfully execute their digital transformation objectives. The winner of the Digital Transformation Vendor of the Year goes to Dell Technologies. Well, the winner of our next awards has developed a reputation for building software that helps businesses manage their network, systems, and IT infrastructure. The winner of the Disruptive Technology Vendor of the Year goes to SolarWinds. Well done once again to SolarWinds, our 2020 winner. Well, our next winner continues to go from strength to strength and has positioned itself as the go-to partner for businesses looking to move to the cloud. The winner of the End-to-End Digital Solutions Provider of the Year award goes to Rackspace Technology. In this current climate, the ability to manage your data in a cost-effective and efficient way is critical in order to ensure your business succeeds. Our next winner has displayed tremendous innovation and leadership in this space and is the market leader when it comes to data management. The winner of the Enterprise Data Management Vendor of the Year award goes to Veritas. Enterprise mobility is the set of people, processes, and technology focused on managing wireless networks and other mobile computing services in a business context. And our next winner has become the leader in this space with its customer-centric approach, lending itself well to entities across all verticals. The winner of the Enterprise Mobility Vendor of the Year is RackMeOut. Well done to our 2020 winner, RackMeOut. Well, the importance of security has been reinforced this year, and we've witnessed an exponential increase in cyber attacks since the onset of the pandemic. It is critical for businesses to keep their data and assets protected as cyber hackers thrive on vulnerability. Our next winner has played a key role in helping keep businesses secure through the implementation of their products, solutions, and consultancy. The winner of the Enterprise Security Vendor of the Year award goes to Micro Focus. Well done to the Enterprise Security Vendor of the Year for 2020, Micro Focus. Well, enterprise performance management is another hugely important domain in the makeup of the IT ecosystem. But our next winner has positioned itself as the leading player in this space through its availability to cultivate innovation. The winner of the EPM Solution Provider of the Year goes to Asdan. Well done to our 2020 winner there, Asdan. Well, this winner of our next award is a company that is recognized globally for its incredible innovation and plays a role in virtually all of the world's best communication networks. It creates and supports the infrastructure that keeps us connected at all times. The ICT Innovation Vendor of the Year goes to CommScope. An excellent win there for CommScope. Where innovation is critical to foster new solutions and products that enhance and improve the way we live our lives. The winner of our next award has innovation in its DNA and is at the core of every decision that it makes. The Innovation Vendor of the Year goes to Fortinet. Well done to our Innovation Vendor of the Year, Fortinet. Well, IT experts have told us that in the era of Industry 4.0, smart cities will move from a concept to a reality. The winner of our next award is a company that is leading the way in terms of championing and pioneering new solutions that will fuel these smart cities in the future. The winner of the Smart Cities Solutions Provider of the Year is NXN. Well, our next winner is the global market leader in industrial software, and over the last 12 months has enjoyed great success here in the Middle East region. And its ability to develop sustainable software bodes well for an exciting future for the company. The winner of the Software Vendor of the Year goes to Aviva. Well, a huge congratulations to each and every one of our winners so far for 2020. We're now going to take a short break from the awards to watch a video from our global ICT vendor, Huawei.
In the Intelligent World 2030, digital government adapts to people's livelihoods. A dynamic and multidimensional labor force blending human insight with robotics, AI, and more, becomes a key factor in production. People's focus shifts beyond material wealth, and digital means achieve digital equity and fairness, as well as taking control of the metabolism, the very health of the earth. New connectivity, new computing, new platform, new ecosystem. These build the foundation of the Intelligent World 2030. New connectivity, 5G-based communications technologies enable ubiquitous connectivity and all-domain perception. New computing, from silicon computing to optical computing and quantum computing, from all-flash to DNA storage. An open computing ecosystem enables pervasive intelligence. New platform. The ongoing accumulation of industry experience into a converged digital platform, which can be inherited, ultimately enabling digital innovation in all industries. New ecosystem. The SAPO-based collaborative ecosystem provides more comprehensive customer-oriented commercial solutions. Welcome to the Intelligent World 2030. Intelligent, green, and resolutely people-oriented.
Fantastic video there from Huawei, thank you so much. We're now going to go on to a panel discussion entitled A Look into the Future, the Trends, Topics and Technologies that will fuel innovation in 2021. The panel discussion is being moderated by CNME editor Mark Forker, and he is joined on the panel by Simon Bennett, the CTO of Rackspace Technology MEA, Asif Slayman, the sales director for CNS, Faisal Amir Malik, the CTO of Huawei Enterprise Solutions Middle East, and Yusuf Khalili, the head of Global Smart Nation City Government Practice General Manager for the UAE at NXN.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Future Enterprise Awards 2020 panel discussion. My name is Mark Forker. I'm the editor of Computer News Middle East, the region's leading technology and IT publication. This morning's panel discussion is entitled A Look into the Future, the Trends, Topics and Technologies that will fuel innovation in 2021. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by such an esteemed group of IT experts, no pressure, who are regarded by many of their peers to be some of the most prominent and influential thought leaders in the IT ecosystem here in the Middle East. Before we kickstart this morning's session, please let me introduce our panelists. Joining us this morning is Yusuf Khalili, Head of Global Smart Nation, Government Practice and General Manager at NXN, Asif Slayman, Sales Director at CNS, Simon Bennett, CTO, Rackspace Technology MEA, and Faisal Amir Malik, CTO, Huawei Enterprise Business Solutions Middle East. A warm welcome to you all, guys, and thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity, and we look forward to a very nice interactive panel.
Absolutely.
Should be a good session, guys. So look, obviously, The ICT landscape has changed drastically. We've seen a huge acceleration in digital transformation. We've seen a huge acceleration in terms of migration to the cloud. But I want to start off, Yusuf, with you and Asif, in terms of your companies are known for helping devise strategies and helping enterprises get where they need to get. How will the events of 2012 determine the decision-making of IT leaders in 2021? And I'll start off with you, Yusuf, with that.
Yeah, thank you. It's been an interesting year. Obviously, it's a lot of things have forced new realities, and today's reality is the new norm, as you've heard so far. The impact of what happened has changed few things from the predicted trends. But if we talk about technologies, I mean, horizontal view, you will see more and more, obviously, immersive communication, peer-to-peer chat, conversational mechanisms coming up to allow this. I mean, look at us. We thought we had that technology to communicate digitally, but we're facing a lot of issues and we're still like in the caveman's age. So that's gonna evolve. Trust mechanisms is another thing. A lot of digital dealing has to be built on digital trust. So, things that allow me and you to be trusting each other and exchanging money and, legal documents more comfortably are evolving. And of course, digital identity, digital signature, interestingly enough, Bitcoin, digital currency, but trust platforms in general to do business. And for that, I think blockchain is going to come back from the dead. It has seen a little bit of a drop, and it's going to come back for things like smart contracts and so. And then security, cybersecurity. We're seeing more and more as we put more data and more information on the cloud. There's more ransomware attacks. There's more threats around digital assets being protected, but also infrastructure. Cities' infrastructure is being attacked as we speak.
Yeah.
And big companies are being attacked, and in this region and in this country all the time for multiple reasons. So that's gonna see more and more attention. There is a view on the verticalization. So in any smart city or nation or government, obviously there are trends around, okay, these are the nice technologies, but what do you do next? For that, obviously healthcare, given the situation we have now, has definitely seen a big boost. Digital health, remote patient monitoring, well-being, being able to do telehealth. These are it's going to continue to pick up, but in a more organized way. There was a rush. There was a wake-up call. The other industry that's seeing a lot of innovation or push towards different mechanisms, you will see that mobility has been impacted. So you see Uber taxis and Careem taxis are empty virtually. Dubai taxi is obviously in this wonderful town has seen less demand. So you will see a lot of peer-to-peer mobility. So mobility as a service, I guess, is something you will see. Other industries are being disrupted, obviously, but I'll leave some time for the panelists. We're gonna come back to them.
Yeah, thanks a million for that. You have a real broad overview there on that. So interesting to hear that you think blockchain is going to make a recovery. Haven't heard much about it after it was dominating everywhere a couple of years ago. So that's interesting. Asif, we've spoken a lot over the last number of months. I just want to get your perspective on things in terms of what, looking ahead to 2021 in terms of what really is going to determine the decision making of IT leaders over the next 12 months.
Let me just clarify first. I mean, when we are talking about decision making from business perspective or technology perspective, or so if we are talking about business perspective, I mean, 2021, I mean, impact was huge and on decision making, and some decision makers, they had to make very tough decision toward, I mean, the market, toward their employees, organization. You know, it was not that easy. I mean, 2021, it will be totally different perspective, because people who survive from 2021 or 2020, he has to align more on his business perspective or his company values. Let's put it this way. I feel this much it will be. And in addition to that, we need to get more feedback from people, from employees. I mean, real, honest feedback. I mean, to understand how we can drive decision maker next year, because it's not technological, it's not just commercial, it's a more about relationship with people as well. So we need to put priorities toward these employees to meet the company objective. This I see it from the decision making perspective.
Brilliant, I see. That's great. And just obviously, guys, Simon and Faisal, from a technology perspective, as you know, CTOs, we've seen a real aggressive adoption of transformative technologies and a huge shift to the cloud. And obviously, Yusuf's already touched on that. In terms of 2021, I'll come to you, Simon, first. Is cloud going to be the key priority for enterprises moving forward? And if so, why?
Yeah, I think it is, and I think there's several reasons why. There's certainly not one reason, and certainly what we've seen. If you look backwards to look forward, if you will, because of the situation in various countries, the ability to collaborate wherever an employee is located has suddenly taken on more importance than ever before. It doesn't matter where you are now. If an office is shut for whatever reason, or circumstances change, can your employees connect when they want at their convenience, and can they collaborate? So collaboration tools, which often are in the cloud, have exploded in use, irrespective of which vendor they're provided from. So I think employee collaboration will continue. That will be in the cloud in the main, but the challenge there is making sure that you're still secure. So I think to start 21, there'll be a period of retrenchment while people make sure that what they've done in the last 7 months is still secure and resilient, and actually take stock for a while. But on the other hand, for a business, I think what's happened is businesses themselves have been now put in charge of the technology. Businesses have realized that it's up to them to drive the technologists, whereas I would suggest historically, a lot of the technologists have driven business by what's on offer. Now the boot's on the other foot a little bit, and businesses are going, well, I've taken risk, I've done digital transformation faster than I've ever done before in the last 6 months. I'd like to accelerate that, and the cloud is the obvious place to do it, because I'm not going to have to buy equipment, I've not got to stand it up. I just want to consume it. I want to consume and operate, but I want to do it efficiently. And I think the business will absolutely demand of technologists that we innovate to support the business, we innovate to optimize the business, and we innovate to do this at the right price for the business as well. So those three things will happen, and the cloud is the obvious place to do it in whatever shape or form.
Brilliant, Simon. And Faisal, just bring you in there. What's your perspective on it?
I think I kind of agree with what has been discussed in the panel. See, first of all, we have to see that what was happening before 2020 in terms of technology decision making. We were all talking to our customers about digital transformation, but still at the end of the day, digital transformation was being seen as an option. An organization should adopt, should not adopt. There will be, what is the speed or rate it will be adopted, what is the level it will be adopted. And there will be a lot of debate around it, and there will be a lot of convincing happening from the technology companies that you need it. But now in 2020, everybody has realized one thing for sure is that digital transformation is, you cannot even live without it. You cannot be there in business without it. So it's not a tool of improving your efficiency or productivity or improving your customer experience or loyalty towards you or your users' experience, but it is the only way you will work, and it is the only way you will maybe survive for a lot of sectors. Like we are all online now. Otherwise, we would have been sitting on a big stage on sofa chairs and talking to each other. Let's look at education. I think I have my kids studying. I feel bad the way the teachers have to adapt to it. It's so sudden and so much. And when we talk about other sectors as well, so Digital transformation, first of all, is not a choice anymore. So like Simon said, and even Yusuf put some light on it, cloud becomes very important when we talk about this kind of digital transformation, where half of your workforce, or even 60% or 80% of your workforce, is not only sitting in office. And second, most important thing as we see now is that connectivity is even more important. Earlier, I think connectivity was you want to browse, you want to use your mobile phone anywhere. The having signals, having good bandwidth on your mobile phone was connectivity. But now you need minimum 1 to 2 Mbps or 5 Mbps flowing to your home. See, or a dedicated internet rate, because you can do your work from home. So a lot is changing, and smart workplaces. So decision makers are definitely thinking in a different way. They have a challenge. They have to think fast. On the other hand, the business, the revenue, the budgets they were relying on, they are shrinking. So it is pressure time. And that is what I see when I travel around in the region or talk to people in the region.
Brilliant. That's great, guys. And thanks, Simon and Faisal. I think what you both sort of highlighted was obviously digital transformation and cloud. It's no longer a choice. You know, they've got to go there, and it's not up for discussion anymore. So it brings me back nicely onto my next question to Asif and Yusuf. In terms of, guys, you've been involved in terms of spearheading and helping enterprises, you know, execute their digital transformation and cloud migration journeys. You know, what are the main challenges they're facing? And I'll come to you first, Asif. What are the main challenges they're facing in terms of that, you know, migration to the cloud and embracing digital transformation? And how important is it for them to determine where they want to go to first, instead of saying, yes, I want to do digital transformation, but not knowing exactly what that entails?
Happy to take that. Legislations need to cope. We've seen some good improvement around the government embracing that. Obviously, not just by legislating that and allowing it to happen within the government sector, because that's what drives the whole wheel of spending and investments and all of that, and drives the private sector towards a certain direction. But but also doing it themselves rather than just issuing a memo. I think around this region, this has been kind of a shy, yeah, let's do it, but if we can avoid it, let's not. That's not gonna work. That's they need somebody to put their fist on the table and say, that's how we're gonna go from now on. No more infrastructure purchase, except for critical, mission critical stuff. We're gonna go cloud. We're gonna go and trust this thing. And we're going to go with collaboratory with the private sector. We're going to be neutral. We're going to be supportive. We're not going to dominate. We're not going to monopolize this sector. We've seen a lot of these trends I've just mentioned happening, and that's not going to be good for the region and for innovation and for entrepreneurship. So this needs to be happening in collaboration, not in competition with the private sector.
Okay. And Asif, what's your perspective on it? Would you agree with that?
First, let me just put it this way. I mean, majority of the resistance we see it as, or challenges, let's put it this way, toward the cloud and this new transformation, is because resistance to change. You know, 15% of people, they can't accept a change. More than 85%, they hate change. They don't want to see it risk on their life, on their job, on their future. So people, they don't like to make a change. This resistance is coming from two sides, from organizational and people. So both sides, they have resistance to change. So this number one. Number two, there's a lack of vision or strategy toward that. They want to make it, but they don't know how to make it. And this always, you see it in this direction, a lot of changing people and faces toward this strategy. This major two challenges, we see it. After that, the forecast for the budget, for the cost, how much will cost us as an investment, and how much the return of this investment will be, I mean, in terms of cutting costs, et cetera, or return and an additional value to the company. This measure, I see it challenges toward the moving toward the cloud or transformation.
Brilliant, Asif. That's great. Simon, I'm going to come back to you, and I'm focusing on technologies again here, and I'm going to ask you to predict the future. But obviously, what technologies do you think will really come to the fore over the next 12 months? We've obviously talked about cloud, and we know that's going to continue to play a key role. But is there any other technologies that you think will really come to fruition? And I also want to ask you about 5G networks, because we do know a lot of this stuff. You're talking peer-to-peer mobility and smart cities. A lot of that will be underpinned by 5G. So what's your perspective on these technologies?
It's interesting you mentioned 5G there, Mark, because where I see, to start with, my prediction for 21 is really around edge computing. And I think Youssef mentioned it right at the start, smart cities, smarter health. Again, if you think of the pandemic that's gone on, the ability to monitor things at the edge, be it on humans for health reasons, be it on devices such as hospital monitoring equipment that may now be in smaller locations that aren't directly connected or hard to connect. That sort of IoT edge, I think, will grow enormously, and there will be a lot of analytic at the edge, a lot of data gathering, a lot of data processing there. Then obviously, depending on where you are in the world, the best way to connect that will be 5G as it rolls out. So the blend of 5G and edge, I do think will change the landscape quite significantly. You've only got to look at autonomous cars or autonomous planes in the future. Ultimately, 5G will play a major part in all of those items. And I think in 21, we'll see some breakthrough technologies that are underpinned by those elements coming to the fore and being the sort of, the next big thing. Industry 4.0, some of the automotive things I'm working with, not in region and across Europe, really are looking to exploit 5G for fully autonomous factories, for example. And there you go. If people can't travel to a factory because they're locked down in the pandemic, wherever they are, the more autonomous I can make my factory, the more it can run without people or much less, human intervention. And you're running with virtual engineers or robot engineers, if you will, rather than people. I'm sure people will realize now they'll accelerate those changes, and they'll be underpinned by 5G and edge.
Brilliant, Simon. Thanks for that. Faisal, do you share the sentiments expressed there by Simon, or do you have a different perspective in terms of maybe other technologies that you think will come to the fore?
Yeah, no, I think I agree with what Simon is saying. I'll just add a few points to it as how we see it. That, of course, we talked about cloud, then we're talking about 5G, and then how we see it is that cloud, 5G, AI use cases, and also the use of video technology. When we talk about video, we're not talking about video conferencing or AR and VR. We are talking about analytics. We are talking about intelligent video computing being used. It can be in any way, like it's driverless cars, robots, or you're monitoring HSE compliance on an oil rig, or you are doing remote operation or any kind of thing. And apart from that, from computing perspective, also I agree with Simon that it's not only cloud is not only trend. Edge computing will play a very important role, because now we have bandwidth available and ultra low latency available. So how I usually, when I go to keynotes, and I usually say it's more of a boundless computing era, where you do not know where your computing requirements exactly are. And you have to provision bandwidth, you have to provision ultra low latency, you have to provision security at those places wherever the computing requirements are. For example, if I'm talking to a CIO who is running a mega enterprise, then as I said, his workforce, some of it is in office, some of it is on the roads, some of it is at home. Now he has got robots coming in. He has got he's using earlier he was using video technology for only CCTV. Now he wants to use it for HSE compliance, HR monitoring of the people, behavior monitoring. So much is going to happen around these foundation technologies.
Yeah.
And we will see a lot of use cases coming up. They're already happening, like 5G. When we talk further, I'll also talk about that. It's not about only the technology. It's about how industry is going to adopt it. Every different vertical will have its own style of suitable use cases. Similarly for AI, and how they will work together to give the right kind of output we are all looking at.
Brilliant, Faisal. Look, guys, it's been a great discussion so far. We've covered a broad range of topics. I want to talk to you about the future of work. So I'm going to ask you all to try and predict the future. Look, we know the way we work, how we work, and where we work. I'm working from home still, 8-9 months on. We know it's not going to return to what it was beforehand, but Asif, I'd like to come to you and ask you, what is the future of the workplace? I recently read a very interesting report from Citrix, but what is the future of the workplace in terms of your perspective for the next 10 years?
It's very interesting. For 10 years, I doubt I can tell you. I can't
Get your crystal ball out there for me, please.
Yeah, because you cannot predict, what's going on. But based on whatever we have seen in the last 6-7 months, there's a huge change. Working from home, it was like coming, but I don't think it will remain. From culture perspective, I'm talking here.
Okay.
From culture perspective, I'm talking about Middle East. Middle East, they cannot operate it. International company or multinational companies, they started this model a long time ago. But they could not make it. Always used to make it like hybrid between the office, between home, between even sometimes coffee shops, etc., etc. I see it. Maybe it will be more flexible, flexibility in terms of work model or workplace. Let's put it this way. So it will not be strict like before, like you have to work from home or work from office. No, it will be more flexible. You have to be ready more to work from home or work from anywhere. Cloud services will help. Cloud initiatives will help. Accessing data from anywhere will help big time. This I see it from my perspective. It will be less a tiring retirement. Maybe it will be a less model for that. This I see it from this perspective. So
Brilliant,
it's not
Asif.
black and white.
Thanks for that. And what about yourself, Yusuf? What's your perspective on things?
Yeah, I said a little bit around that. So, yeah, smarter offices, hybrid working models. We, for instance, as a company who's been around for many years, we took a decision to do two things. One is to change the way our office looks. So no more, dedicated or even many workstations. So less workstations. On-demand kind of an app if you want to come to the office, just for us to know the capacity, and then the rest of it is more partner and customer interaction zones, really collaborative. Because look, if you're gonna go to the office, you're gonna go there to collaborate and to interact, not to sit on your desk and do email or video calls. That's changed forever. And that's how we're adapting actually internally. We're not necessarily downgrading, but or downsizing, but we're changing the way. The reason for us to go to the office has changed, so we're adapting to that. Of course, introducing many other smarter technologies. But if we're going to talk about other than work, I spoke about healthcare and mobility. I want to touch upon the other dimensions. So education, my friends, my colleagues mentioned, obviously. There's going to be a lot of focus as well on this whole smart city, sustainability, environmental well-being kind of domain. I believe we've neglected that for a while, and it's coming back to haunt us. I'm not suggesting coronavirus is from bad environmental practices or energy practices. But as we stay home, as we consume more energy, obviously our bills has gone up. All we noticed since Corona started at home. There will be a question mark around: are we really doing this properly? It would be lovely to having more ways from our cities and communities to support this, to calculate our carbon emissions footprint, our contribution, whether negative or positive, back to nature and to the environment.
Yeah.
This has been taken lightly so far, but it might not be the first thing on the agenda in the Middle East. I hope it is. But elsewhere, I think you will find a lot of support mechanisms for
Yeah.
cities to look at this again.
Brilliant, Yusuf. And Simon, I'm going to come to you. What's the perspective from Rackspace? Is the hybrid model something that has been warmly received, and is it here to stay, or what's your opinion on that?
I think the hybrid model is definitely here to stay, and
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, it's inevitable now. The other thing we're starting to see in some companies, which is quite interesting, is now it's been realised people can work from home more often. It means that hiring the right employee for the right job has also changed forever, because no longer do you need to hire someone that's either willing to relocate or be able to visit the office. In some cases, for specialist roles, we can now hire globally for that role. It doesn't really matter now where you hire that person from. You get the right person from wherever they are. And that's changed the way our business is thinking about, placing the right people in the right role and doing that. And that links to sort of, the hybrid compute and the piece about edge I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Because computing can be anywhere, be it, and you think of edge, and I'll turn it around a little bit. Edge almost is not cloud, but it is cloud. And that's the new normal. Everything has cloud in it. And that's the really, the way the nature of the language has changed as well. We now, cloud can be in an office, it can be in your car, as well as in a cloud data center. The cloud is ubiquitous in that sense. And therefore, think of cloud technology being everywhere. And now people can be everywhere as well post-pandemic, because they can work from wherever they want. And we use the right people. So if a customer needs the right person from ourselves, we can get them anywhere in the world now, and they can collaborate. And that's brilliant. And I think that's a big sort of change on both sides.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Simon. Thanks for that. And just finally, Faisal, I'll come to you. Obviously, Huawei, a massive leader in terms of innovation and always embracing new technologies. What's your approach been in terms of the company's culture towards this new way of working?
Yeah, I think I would pretty much continue what Simon is saying, that it would not definitely come back to where it was, everybody being on the premise, filling in the meeting rooms. We will be adopting something of a hybrid model. But what is more important is that when we come back to normal life, the expectation would change. Expectations from the kind of employees you keep would change. Definitely, Simon rightly mentioned. But even when you're back to your office campus, when you're back to your factory campus, you're back to your school, the activities, what we do there will change. Like when you go back to office, you cannot be just in office checking emails and filling in the meeting rooms and wandering around having coffee. There has to be a solid reason why you are there, and what is it you want to do in office, which cannot be done from anywhere. Similarly, when our kids go back to school, we would want them to not just be part of regular academic activities, a better role. When people go back, hospitals also would try to do things on the premise, only the things which they want to do on the premise. Rest everything should be happening through apps, clouds, remote sensing, and all those things. So, but that also puts another kind of pressure, that when I am not on the premise, I am traveling, I am at airport, back on airport. We are all hoping for that. Wherever I am, I would need similar kind of services, because what I was getting at home for last 1 year, because sitting at home, work from home, at the end of the day, yes, we are doing that, but we are actually trying to secure a place where we have good bandwidth, where we have no disruption. But once things normalize, that would not be like that. So enterprises, again, cloud will become very important. Like I'm part of a company which, wherever I am globally, I am part of my campus. So last week, I was in Saudi 2 weeks ago, and I was talking about smart campus, intelligent campus. So our concept is that wherever you are, as an employee, as a part of a productivity system, you should be given enough resources that you feel you're on the campus, you feel you're on the premise, in terms of IT resources or ICT resources or whatever the CIOs and the network technology people are designing the things like that. But it's a new world. It's definitely a new world.
It's a new world. It's the new normal. Look, guys, thanks a million for joining me this morning. I've really enjoyed the insights from all of you. So Asif, Simon, Yusuf, and Faisal, thanks a million. I really, really have enjoyed it, and I'm sure our viewers will enjoy your insights as well. It's been very interactive and engaging for me, and a pleasure to speak to you all this morning. So thanks a million for your time, guys, and take care.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Bye, guys.
Fantastic panel there. We do hope you've enjoyed that informative, engaging and insightful panel discussion which examined the technologies that will shape the IT sector in 2021. Now, before we return to our awards, we're going to take a quick look at a video from our gold partner, RackMeAd.
The future of digital is today's journey of change in your IT landscape. For industries, this change means reimagining mission-critical functions, transition from traditional infrastructure, productivity with empowered people, a change that's often challenged by limited resources, expertise, and time. Challenges we transform, defining the future of digital with system integration and digital transformation. Digital business solutions, digital banking solutions, cybersecurity consulting and infrastructure services, enterprise analytics services, technology staffing, and IT managed services. At RackMeAd, our diverse expertise has guided governments, SMEs, and MNCs to evolve over the years. A preferred digital transformation partner with 38 years of experience, presence in UAE, KSA, India, 450 plus professional employees, creating success stories, enabling digital procurement and people potential for one of UAE's largest government entities, reshaping customer experience for a leading airline in the KSA, supporting 70 plus government organizations optimize their IT workforce in the last 20 years. So, what's your future of digital? Your success story? Let it unfold with RackMeAd as your digital enabler.
Thank you very much to RackMeAd there for that wonderful video. It's time now to return to our final set of winners for the Future Enterprise Awards for 2020. Well, as we know, data is continuing to grow at an exponential rate, and with billions of connected devices expected by 2025, it's vital that enterprises have an adequate strategy for our storage. The next winner is a global leader in terms of storage solutions and continues to innovate to ensure its customers are in a position to secure all their critical assets. The winner of the Storage Vendor of the Year award is Lenovo Data Center Group. A huge congratulations once again. Well, 5G is not going to be an evolution from 4G, it's going to be a revolution. We've already seen 5G use cases, and our next winner has really taken the lead in terms of 5G innovation amongst telecommunication operators in the Gulf region. The winner of the Best 5G Technology Implementation of the Year goes to... It's Zain Kuwait. A huge congratulations once again there to Zain Kuwait. Well, this next organisation is always receptive to new technologies and is continuously striving to enhance the service it provides to make its end-user experience the best it can be. The winner of the Best Remote Access Technology Deployment of the Year award goes to DIFC Cords. An excellent win there for the DIFC Cords. Well, the winner of our next award is an entity that has always displayed innovation since its inception. It has developed and led some groundbreaking projects and is one of the most technological, progressive organizations in the UAE. The winner of the Cloud Services Provider of the Year award is Injazat, a Mubadala company. Well done to the 2020 winner there of Cloud Services Provider of the Year. The importance of enterprise cloud computing has been exacerbated by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, but the winner of our next category has led by example and illustrated its ability to foster all of its innovative solutions to provide an unrivaled service for its customers. The winner of the Enterprise Cloud Computing Vendor of the Year award is Nutanix. Huge congratulations once again to Nutanix. Well, in this current environment, collaboration is key. In this data-driven digital economy, it is no longer a successful strategy to do it on your own. More and more enterprises are collaborating, and our next winner has led the way in this regard. The winner of the Enterprise Collaboration Vendor of the Year is Barco. Well, this next company played a critical role in maintaining business continuity during the COVID-19 crisis. It leveraged its diverse portfolio of solutions to help businesses stay connected. It continues to drive innovation from within and continues to go from strength to strength. The winner of the Enterprise Vendor of the Year award is Avaya. Well done once again to our Enterprise Vendor of the Year award to Avaya. Well, there has been a huge migration towards the cloud over the last 12 months, and that is a trend that's only going to grow even further. The debate no longer centers on whether businesses should opt for private or public, but instead the consensus seems to be the best of both worlds is the best option. The winner of our next award has really led the way in terms of hybrid cloud services. The winner of the Hybrid Cloud Data Services Vendor of the Year award goes to NetApp. Well done to NetApp, our 2020 winner. Well, our next category is ICT Transformation Leader of the Year, and our next winner has embarked upon transformation programs all over the Middle East region. This company has pioneered change and championed new technologies to enhance the ICT ecosystem and create an ecosystem which will foster further entrepreneurship and innovation across the entire Gulf region. The winner of our next award will come as no surprise to anyone. The ICT Transformation Leader of the Year is... it's Huawei. Well done once again to Huawei. Well, automation is everywhere, and more businesses across a range of industry verticals, such as oil and gas, healthcare, industrial IoT, manufacturing, and many more, can see the phenomenal capabilities of automation. The winner of our next award has demonstrated remarkable vision and foresight in this domain. The winner of the Intelligent Process Automation Solution Provider of the Year award goes to Nintex. Well, the complexities of managing networks is always a challenge, but it's even more difficult given the current circumstances and the speed at which technology is evolving. Our next winner has earned a reputation for being able to manage those complexities for its customers in an effective way. The winner of the Network Management Vendor of the Year award goes to Manage Engine. Excellent win there for our 2020 winner, Manage Engine. Well, as we already mentioned, security is one of the most important facets of every business, especially when data is now regarded as the new oil. Any enterprise that wants to be a success must base its decisions around the data at its disposal. However, keeping that data protected is a huge challenge for many entities. But the winner of our next award is helping businesses overcome these security issues. The winner of the Innovative Security Solutions Provider of the Year goes to ScreenCheck Middle East. Well done once again to ScreenCheck Middle East. Now, our final set of awards are the Personality Awards, and our first winner is an individual that has shown remarkable leadership and vision over the last 12 months and has helped spearhead and drive several innovative projects that have yielded great success for this company. Under his leadership, innovation is co-created between the company's representatives and their customers, with the resulting technology solutions solving genuine, real-world challenges. devoted to the principles of customer centricity, leaders without titles, and accountability at the workplace. He has fostered an environment that makes innovation everyone's business. In a career spanning 30 years as a sales leader, he has been active in transforming business at 3 employers, NCR, ATT, and Avaya, and has spearheaded their ventures into new business lines, often well ahead of competition. The winner of the Technology Personality Award is Nidal Abu Latif, the president of Avaya. Well, a huge congratulations once again to our Technology Personality of the Year. Well, our next award is Visionary Technology Leader of the Year. And the recipient of this award is known across the Middle East for being one of the most prominent technology thought leaders in the IT ecosystem. He continues to inspire year on year, and his company has played a pivotal role in reshaping the IT landscape of the UAE over the last decade. And he is destined to play a key role in furthering that growth in the next digital decade, known as Industry 4.0. The winner of the Visionary Technology Leader of the Year is Charles Yang, the president of Huawei Middle East. And our final personality award is in the category of outstanding leadership in the new era of the 4th Industrial Revolution. The recipient of this award has leveraged his decades of experience in the IT industry here in the Middle East to reshape the future for his company and position it to be a key partner in helping to elevate companies to a new level that they must reach to stay relevant and competitive in Industry 4.0. The winner of Outstanding Leadership in the new era of the 4th Industrial Revolution is Saeed Mohammed Al-Ghurair, the Managing Director of Rakmiat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our awards. Congratulations once again to all of our winners, and thank you so much to our sponsors Huawei and Rakmiat, and thank you so much for all of you for joining us.